I am Esther. I run the blog thisfarmhouselife.com, and today I am going to be making sourdough brownies, and I thought I would take you along and show you what I do and let you see how they turn out. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have fed this sourdough starter. I pulled it out of my refrigerator yesterday and I fed it twice. I fed it about noon or 1 o'clock, and then I fed it right before I went to bed or when I was cleaning up the kitchen, and then I fed it again today. And it is very active. I think it's beautiful. I love sourdough stuff. So I'm going to take 1 cup of this active sourdough starter. We're going to stick it in here. Okay, then we need 2/3 cup of honey or maple syrup. I'm going to use honey. Or I'm going to use maple syrup. I'm running a little low on honey, so. Let me get my other one. I'll be right back. There. Add that in here. I like using honey or maple syrup in recipes in place of any sugar. They call white sugar white poison. And it really doesn't bring anything into your body to help process it. And maple syrup and honey have some trace minerals and things that they bring into your body that helps process it and nurture your body. So I love being able to use those natural sweeteners in my baked goods, and it also makes me feel like I can give it to my children and I don't have to worry about them getting too much sugar, refined sugar, and getting too ready to bounce off the walls. So I like to make my stuff as healthy as I can. Okay, we also need a 1/2 cup of flour, and you probably can't see this, but I store my flour in a 5-gallon bucket. I like to buy flour in 50 pounds, and then I can fit about 25 pounds in a bucket, and so that's how I like to buy mine. I buy it at a Amish bulk food store. Okay, and then I have a 1/2 cup of coconut oil that I melted. So we're just going to add that to this. A 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. A 1/3 cup of cocoa. And we're going to go with about 1 teaspoon of vanilla. grab a spoon. And you just stir it in till it's all nicely incorporated. And because of the sourdough, it's going to take a little bit to incorporate it and get that starter all mixed in, because it kind of likes to clump together a little bit. See, I'll show you. See how it's getting all it's clumped together, and that's that sourdough starter. So it takes a little bit of stirring to get that to incorporate. Now you could use your mixer and it would speed up the process. I went for a number of years without a mixer, so I'm kind of used to doing things by hand, and sometimes I don't think too much about, oh, I could use my mixer for that. And then other things, oh yeah, I can use that, that'll make it easier. Going to turn on my skillet. I'm going to bake this in a cast iron skillet. Now you could use like a 9x13 pan, or if you want to go a little smaller, it probably wouldn't matter. But I'm going to do mine in a skillet today. It's almost done. I'm sure my boys will be happy when they wake up from their nap and they have a treat or a dessert. Somehow you never have to teach kids how to like sweets. They just automatically do. Okay, that's pretty good. It looks a lot better than it did. So I'm going to just set this aside for a minute and let my skillet heat up a little bit. Now you're probably wondering, what am I going to do with the rest of this sourdough starter? Well, I'm going to be doing a couple different things, and often I end up with a lot of starter, and I do make bread, and that always takes some. But I read about people, throw away so much starter, you throw away this. But if you plan right and you have enough things in mind, I mean biscuits, pancakes, you could do soft pretzels, you get enough recipes, you don't have to pitch your starter. You don't have to pitch your discard. Just feed it and use it in recipes, and that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying another recipe out here, and so that will use up some of it, and then I'll be making bread probably tomorrow. So that's what I do with mine. I don't pitch very much of it. Occasionally some does get where I have to discard it, but overall, I try very hard to use all this up. And you also might be thinking, well, how do you guys use up so many baked goods? Things do freeze, and you can do that. I know of somebody, I haven't tried this yet, but I was told you can freeze your pancake batter. So I want to try that. So there are different things that you can do. So if it bothers you to discard part of your starter, just get some recipes going. So let me grab my skillet and we'll get these in. Okay, I've had this on the stove, so it's hot. And I'm just going to spray it good. Make sure it's greased good. You could use coconut oil, lard, whatever you want to use for that. And then we just put our batter in. And I like to heat up some of my cast iron. I don't always do that, but I feel like it might bake a little bit better. And I have found when you're cooking outside with cast iron, it is good to heat it up, especially like for cakes and stuff. Alright, just spread this around a little bit. And let me know in the comments, like, what is your favorite way to use your extra sourdough starter? Do you just discard it? Or do you have recipes that you like to use it in so you don't have to throw it away? I would like to know. I would like to have more ideas of how to use it. Okay. There it is. I'm going to bake it at 350 for probably 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll let you see it when it's done. Alright, here they are. I don't know if you can see it in the video, they're starting to pull away from the sides. And they feel really good. My pot holder blew away. They feel like they're not gooey. So these will be really good. And I am going to cut one here. I have found if you cut them when they're warm, it seems to give you a better cut, especially if you kind of go up and down with your knife. It gives you a cleaner cut. I've also heard, and my mother does this, cutting brownies with a plastic knife while they're warm. Now these ones just came out. I don't think they've even been out 5 minutes. And I'm cutting them and they're cutting nice. But you can't just like pull your knife through. You kind of have to go up and down. I'll show you how they're cutting. They look pretty clean cut for brownies. I've had some brownies that it's just like they are so crumbly or something when you cut them. Okay, let me get a piece out and I'll see if I can show you. Okay, there we go. And I'm sure that it's going to be delicious. It's still very hot. I like it. My boys will too. So, thanks so much for stopping by and for visiting in my farmhouse. I enjoyed it and I hope you did too. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel and share our channel with some of your friends. We would love to have them join us. Thanks so much. See you next time.